of the way we finished this, even though, you know, it ended the way it did. Guys still showed up, gave it their all, and that's all you can ask for, man. And I got so much love for this team, this organization, and the people here.
Stop scrolling. Travis Kelce just turned retirement rumors into a full-on cliffhanger, and Taylor Swift skipping the season finale only made the internet go feral. Add one emotional New Heights moment, and Chiefs fans are reading every word like a goodbye letter. So is this really the end, or the start of something bigger? For more NFL Plus Celeb Chaos updates, subscribe to VIP Celeb Zone, and hit the bell so you don't miss what happens next. Travis Kelce had people holding their breath after the Chiefs' last game, when he hinted at some real soul-searching, and the retirement rumors immediately went feral. But then Chris Jones slid in with peak bestie energy, basically shutting the whole thing down and reminding everyone, Kelce isn't finished. I'm not done. He'll be back next. And just when you think it can't get more iconic, Caitlin Clark shows up as the ultimate Chiefs superfan, hyping Kelce's huge milestone like it's her personal W. Then we get hit with the feelings, because Jason Kelce and JJ Watt completely forget that no bias rule and let their hearts take the wheel during some very real, very human on-air moments. Philadelphia Eagles will be able to repeat a super. And finally, Taylor Swift skips the season finale, and the internet instantly turns into the FBI. Now the Travis Kelce retirement rumors are fully in the air, but not in a cute, fireworks and farewell tour away. More like, messy, heart in your throat, did we just get dumped in public kind of energy. After a brutal 2025 season, ending in that 14-2 gut punch against the Raiders in Vegas, Kelce finally opens up about what's next. And yeah, it's giving major life reflection vibes. I might be done, but I'm not ready to talk about it yet. At 36, Kelce walked onto that Raiders field like a man who knows every camera, every fan, and the entire timeline is locked in on his every move.
I'm not done. He'll be back.
Closed out the season with a shocking 11 losses, and Kansas City fans are still squinting at that number like, wait, that's real? They missed the playoffs for the first time in over a decade, and honestly, they looked like a team running on fumes, and a little too much nostalgia. Everything really went off the rails after Patrick Mahomes went down with a season-ending ACL injury in Week 15, turning the rest of the year into pure chaos, just with shoulder pads. And through all of it, Travis Kelce kept it real. He sounded genuinely proud of his teammates, even as the season wrapped up with the energy of a sad trombone. But when it came to his future, there were no rehearsed lines and no sound bites. Just a real, honest hint that he'll make a decision in the coming weeks. It could happen fast, or it could take some time. Either way, after a season full of brutal, heartbreakingly close losses, who could blame him for not rushing it? Even though Kelce's stat line in that final game was, let's call it quiet, just 3 catches for 12 yards, he still managed to do Kelce things. For one, he tied a league record for the most consecutive seasons with at least 75 receptions. Because apparently consistency is his love language. And honestly, the 2025 season stress-tested the Chiefs in every possible way. Injuries kept stacking up, the offense never really found a rhythm, and Patrick Mahomes' season-ending knee surgery only poured more fuel on the chaos. So yeah, people started side-eyeing 36-year-old Kelce, wondering if this is the moment he finally hangs it up. But Chris Jones wasn't just hyping fans for clicks. That confidence? It's what the team actually believes. This story isn't over. And while Jones was out here backing Kelce, he was also quietly building his own legacy. Heading into Week 18, he was tied with Chiefs legend Neil Smith on the franchise's all-time sacks list. Then he went out and dropped a 2-sack game like it was nothing, jumping ahead of everyone except Derek Thomas and Tamba Hali in team history, and climbing up to 65th on the NFL's all-time career sacks list. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark has basically become Kelce's unofficial hype woman. Even after watching Kansas City stumble through what insiders are calling the franchise's biggest season ever, Clark stayed loyal, proving fandom can be fierce and kind of adorable. When Kelce hit the milestone of becoming the fastest tight end to reach 13,000 receiving yards, Clark reposted a celebratory graphic from the Chiefs' official account, basically giving him his flowers. It was like showing up to a disaster of a dinner party and still complimenting the host's dessert. Respect. Fun fact, Clark's Chiefs superfan status has been loud for years, but she wasn't spotted at games this season. Last year though, she popped up during the postseason, and even ended up in the VIP box hanging with Taylor Swift, a crossover moment that would have broken the internet, if the internet wasn't already broken. And as a longtime Swiftie, Clark called it winning the lottery twice in one night, football plus near pop royalty. Sources say even head coach Andy Reid isn't totally sure what Travis Kelce is going to do next. Yep, this is officially a TK alone in a hoodie, staring at the wall, deep in thought kind of decision. And it's not helping that Kelce is one of 11 Chiefs heading into free agency. Insiders are already whispering that if he suits up in 2026, it might not even be in Kansas City. Meanwhile, Gronk is hovering like the retired big brother, handing out unsolicited life advice. Basically, only keep playing if your heart is still in it. And just when it feels like Kelce might quietly ride off into the sunset, he's still set to be at the Pro Bowl games in San Francisco on February 3rd. That would be his 11th straight, because apparently even retirement rumors can't touch the Kelce brand. Now, while the outside world turns Kelce's future into a full-blown Netflix drama, the vibe inside Kansas City is way calmer. Leading the TK is Back fan club, none other than defensive line menace Chris Jones. In classic teammate fashion, Jones basically swatted away the retirement chatter like a weak screen pass. He made it crystal clear he's not buying the Kelce is done storyline. Sure, he can't speak for another grown man, but his faith is unshakable. He's convinced Kelce is running it back next season. Honestly, Jones is that one friend who refuses to believe you're really quitting the gym this time.
We finished this even though, it ended the way it did. Guys still showed up, gave it their all, and that's all you can ask for, man. And I got so much love for this team, this organization, and the people here. So I'll spend some time.
Even though Kelce's stat line...
The Kelce universe just keeps expanding, thanks to Jason Kelce and JJ Watt casually breaking the unofficial laws of NFL broadcasting like it's a prank show. These recently retired legends are still getting used to life in the booth, but their brains are clearly stuck in locker room mode. And honestly, it's hilarious. Because here's the thing, when you're a broadcaster, there's one big unwritten rule: stay neutral. No cheering, no hometown bias, no emotional sideline level meltdowns. Think calm, think professional, think boring. But Jason Kelce? Yeah, he definitely didn't get that memo. Or maybe he did, and he just decided, now, not today. Before an Eagles vs Packers game, Jason is breaking down the matchup, and he casually drops a weem about Philly, even though he hasn't played there in almost 2 seasons. It's like quitting a job and still telling everyone, by the way, we're launching a new product next week. Like, sir, you don't work there anymore, but your heart is still wearing the employee badge.
Kelce, wondering if he might finally hang it up. But Chris Jones wasn't just...
Jason Kelce wasn't the only one getting swept up in the feels. JJ Watt had his own oops, my bad moment during Texans vs Jaguars, CBS's first broadcast from Houston. For a second, the whole setup basically time-traveled him back into his playing days. He started talking about the Texans like he was still on the roster. And of course, social media immediately clutched its pearls like, excuse me, sir, this is journalism. Watt was also soaking in the emotions of being back in the stadium with his wife and son. Wholesome? Absolutely. But it's also the kind of vibe that turns a broadcast booth into a mini therapy session. Fans love the nostalgia, but broadcasting rules are pretty clear: no favoritism, no emotional attachments, and definitely no acting like you're still part of the team. Press box etiquette is supposed to be strict, calm, collected, and professionally boring. But when guys like Watt and Kelce start talking like active teammates, neutrality gets blurry. Like, how are you supposed to critique a team fairly when your soul is still rotating in on the defensive line? And speaking of emotional attachments, Taylor Swift hit that not today button, skipping Travis Kelce's final Chiefs game of the season right as retirement buzz was swarming like bees. She wasn't spotted at Allegiant Stadium in Nevada for the Raiders game, where Kansas City took a brutal 14-12 loss to close out the 2025 regular season. Naturally, the internet went full detective mode. CSI, Swiftie edition. Before anyone panics, Swift reportedly avoided away games this season mostly because of security concerns, which, fair. Traveling as Taylor Swift is basically like moving a presidential motorcade, paparazzi included. But she did show up for several home games at Arrowhead, usually posted up in a suite with family and friends like it was her personal VIP living room. Her most recent appearance was Christmas Day against the Denver Broncos, and she looked visibly stressed by the end, nervously biting her nails like the game was a horror movie and she forgot her blanket. And just a week before that, she was front row in the suite for Chiefs vs Chargers. She even held one of Kylie and Jason Kelce's daughters, casually giving future family vibes. Or, soft launching the next chapter of life goals.
I'm not done it. He'll be back next year. I can't promise you anything about another man, but I don't know. This year was a tricky year for us. I got faith my dog coming back.
With the season officially wrapped, and Travis Kelce's future now feeling like the biggest cliffhanger on TV, Taylor Swift skipping this game basically sent the internet into full overdrive. Suddenly everyone had a theory, and every little detail turned into evidence, adding even more spice to the drama. And to be fair, Kelce didn't exactly help calm things down earlier this season. During an emotional moment on the New Heights podcast, he told Chiefs fans the team would empty the bank for them no matter what. Sweet? Absolutely. But also the exact kind of line fans replay on a loop when they think someone might be hinting at a goodbye. And that's a wrap for this video. Stay tuned, because in the Kelce universe, the next chapter could drop at any moment.